Two Moon Junction is a 1988 American erotic thriller romance film written and directed by Salman King and starring Sherilyn Fenn and Richard Tyson. Sherilyn Fenn plays April DeLongpre as heir to a long established and reputable Southern family and the eldest child of a powerful Alabama senator. When April graduates from college, she spends the summer living with her parents while she waits for her semi arranged marriage to Chad Douglas Fairchild. When a carnival comes to town, April and Chad go to the fairgrounds with April's two younger sisters. While there, April notices Perry Tyson, a tough carnival roustabout, and drifter from a distance. After looking inside and learning April's name and address, Perry gives her pocketbook back to her after she unintentionally leaves it behind in one of the rides. That evening, April comes to the carnival to speak with Perry because she is intrigued by the strange drifter, but she rejects his advances. A few days later, when Chad is away on business for a weekend and April's parents and siblings are also gone, April starts an illicit relationship with Perry when he shows up at her house one morning and takes her shower. April tells Perry to go, but she can't resist her feelings for him, so they engage in sexual activity. Following that, April sobs over it and Perry departs. The following day, April confides in her grandma Belly DeLongpre about her previous crushes. Belle requests that the local sheriff, Earl Hawkins, keep an eye on her once April departs. That evening, April goes back to the carnival to see Perry, only to be shocked and envious when she discovers him intoxicated and with a fellow drifter and cowgirl named Patty Jean then takes April with her in Perry's truck on a bourbon run to get more hard liquor for him. Patty talks endlessly about her life and birthplace while overtly flirting with April during the drive. When a ride at the carnival breaks down and endangers the riders, Perry fights with other fairground employees. Returning to the fight, Patty Jean and April join in until one of the workers accidentally kills Perry's pet dog, at which point the other workers tell Perry and the woman to leave. Following Perry's dog burial in a field, April and Patty Jean take him to a pub and pool hall where Patty Jean again flirts with April and extends an invitation to dance. Patty encourages April to return to Perry and continue their tryst rather than taking advantage of her curiosity. Perry takes April on a motorbike ride after Patty Jean departs the area where they check into a motel and engage in more sexual activity. When the carnival departs, April leaves Perry to retrieve her car, which she left at the fairgrounds. She is not aware that Sheriff Hawkins is pursuing her. When April returns to the motel, she comforts Perry after seeing him making out with two of the housekeepers. She takes him out for breakfast at a nearby restaurant to ease the tension between them. There, she tells him more about her life and how her childhood playground was a family property called the Two Moon Junction near a lake. But April informs Perry that they must part ways because she needs to go back to her comfortable life at home. She leaves and Sheriff Hawkins shows up. He arrests Perry, drives him to the border, and gives Perry an oblique warning not to return. A few weeks later, on the eve of April's wedding, she has another run in with Perry when he turns up to help build the tents for the wedding celebration on the family's property. Belle also notices him and threatens to have him leave town while offering him a bribe, but Perry declines. After that, Belle calls Sheriff Hawkins to let him know April's ex-boyfriend has returned to the town and to ask him to handle the situation. April arrives at the Two Moon Junction, a dilapidated pavilion by a lake that evening while Chad is enjoying his bachelor's party. There, she meets Perry, who had left a message for her to meet him there. Perry once more rejects April's offer of money to leave town and never come back, and instead encourages April to live out the fantasies that she has long repressed since she was a child. Perry and April make out once more, but April breaks down in tears and leaves Perry forever, returning to her life. One of Sheriff Hawkins' deputies tries to kill Perry the morning after the wedding as he is getting ready to leave the town, but Perry subdues the man and manages to escape. At the chapel, when April is about to leave her wealthy life behind, Bella tries to talk her out of it by telling her that Perry left the town in exchange for a bribe. April walks down the aisle to marry Chad, even though she doesn't think she is telling the truth. Later on, Perry may be seen working as a dishwasher at a blues bar in a different city. After work, Perry goes back to his motel room to care for and feed his new pet dog. When he discovers April having a shower in there and remembering their first sexual encounter, April and Perry then share a kiss. April makes out with Perry in the shower while wearing Chad's wedding band.